Today we're going to be going over some of my favorite Amazon Jeep Wrangler accessories that most people just don't know about. Now throughout the progression of putting this build together on the Rubicon 392, you guys have seen us come up with some pretty awesome and creative Amazon solutions to give us the performance and look that we want. But for the list that I've put together today, these are accessories that you should absolutely have if you own a Jeep Wrangler. Now the first product I've got to mention is something that gets brought up in every single video I make on the Jeep. That is these hood latches. So as you can tell, these hood latches obviously change the look. It makes it look way more aggressive. They've got these racing style hood pins right there, and it's an easy use. But the best part is how securely they hold down the hood. Now as you can see with the Rubicon 392, we've got that massive hydro guide system that takes in all the air, separates the water, all that crazy stuff. But it gathers a lot of air and gets a lot of force. So I was getting a ton of hood vibration with this, something I didn't get in the normal 3.6 versions, and these hood latches helped eliminate it. Now these hood latches have been the same price ever since I covered them the first time. They're only $45, so for that price, I think these are an absolute no-brainer, and every Jeep Wrangler should have them, especially if you've got a 392. The next product is something that we've had for a while, but it's something that I believe is an absolute must. That's going to be the Oracle flush mount taillights. As all of you already know, the factory taillights are so big and bulky that they look absolutely ridiculous, especially whenever you do the spare tire delete. Now with these taillights, I've had a really good run. I've ran them for about 3 years. The reverse lights are absolutely insane, and the brake lights, taillights in general, are just super bright. Obviously they are full LEDs, and they're nice because even if you have non-LEDs from the factory, they give you a anti-flicker module. That way you can plug and play with these and you don't have to worry about any issues. The only issue I have had is that the blind spot monitors that go behind this little plate don't work great. Maybe I didn't set it up right, I'm not exactly sure, but for whatever reason, the blind spot monitors just do not work great since I put these in. Now with that being said, I did just recently replace this one, not even a week ago. For some reason, it would only work whenever I was applying brake or I had the turn signal on, but for the normal daytime driving lights, it just did not work. But all I had to do was reach out to Oracle. I told them the issue, they told me to send them a video of it, and they literally sent out another the next day. So I couldn't ask for better customer service. These guys are awesome. I probably need to ask them why my blind spot monitors aren't working, and they can help me figure it out. But you can get these for around 370 bucks, or you can get a tinted version that they have now that is going to be a blacked out lens right here, and I think that looks awesome, and it's even cheaper. All this stuff that I'm talking about is going to be down in the links in the description below, so if you're interested in any of them, be sure to go check them out. Since we're already in the back, the next product I've got to tell you guys about is the Ubox spare tire delete. Now I've had so many questions about what spare tire delete this is, and I honestly could not remember. We installed this thing forever ago, literally ages ago, and I just could not find it. But I spent the time to go back, figure out exactly what we ordered. This is a $70 spare tire delete kit that comes from Ubox. I found the link on Amazon finally, so if you guys are interested, it's down there. But as you can tell, I actually modified this one a little bit. I took off the third brake light that comes up here, and I did do color match paint on it, just rattle can paint. So that was a super simple install, and it got rid of all that extra stuff that we didn't need in the back, because once you go up to as big of a tire that we do, you really just don't need that spare tire back there. It's too much, and almost really no bumper or anything is going to make a 1550, much less a 40 by 1550 work back there. So I think this is a great option, especially if you just like the look. I absolutely love the look of the spare tire delete on these. Now the next product that a lot of you will be interested in, especially because of the security feature, is going to be the LastFit hood lock system. So with the Jeep Wranglers, whenever you have them unlocked, anyone can come up to you and open your hood. Yes, there are sensors in there to set off the alarm, but aside from that alarm going off, it's not going to do anything to keep it locked. So with this, whenever you lock it, you can see and hear it actually moves a metal tab over, that way you cannot open the hood. And then whenever you do go to unlock it, it slides it back across. I'll show you on the inside there just to give you a better look. So now with the hood raised, of course you can see that awesome 6.4 Hemi, but whenever you look right here, you'll see whenever I lock it, that slides over, and whenever you unlock it, slides back. So it's a really good feature, a really good theft deterrent feature, all that stuff. Nobody can mess with your engine whenever you've got it locked. And it does have a manual release too. So you'll see under here, I've actually got my box module right there. I've got my wire in so I can pull that wire. in the event of it not working. It's super simple to install, super simple to use, and for the price of only $250, I think that everybody with a Jeep Wrangler should have it, Gladiators included. And while we're on the topic of LastFit, I might as well mention the absolute best floor mats that I have ever used. These are the LastFit floor liners, and as you can tell, they are a custom fit. So I've got them in the driver, passenger, as well as the rear area. And these things are super nice. As you can tell, they hold all the mud in there. And let me tell you guys, I put these things through the absolute ringer every time that we take this thing off-road. Now, for the price of a lot of these custom floor mats, they can get pretty crazy. But from LastFit, you can get these for only $150 to cover the front and rear. And if you want to go a little bit crazier and get the rear mat, then you can definitely do that too. And it only costs you $200. Now, before I show you all the other products and accessories I've gotten for the Jeep Wrangler, I've got to show you something else that you can get on Amazon, and that's the Hubsco HOV GTRS. Now, I already showed you this bike in a previous video, gave you a quick glimpse, and also talked about some of the technical specs. But today, we're going to put this thing in action so I can show you a little bit of what it can actually do. So to start off with the capabilities, let's do a little top speed run and see what we can get just going down this road here. Just like that, we're already at 26, 27, 28, 29, 30 miles an hour. Aside from just being fast, this thing also has some great suspension with shocks in the front as well as the rear. But the funniest part is how much my daughter absolutely loves this. I throw her on it like a motorcycle, we go down the road, and she never wants to stop. Now, over the past few weeks, I've really been able to put these bikes through the ringer. So I've put over 150 miles on each of them. Keep in mind, I do have two. Aside from the rides that I take my daughter on through the neighborhood, I also hit some of the trails with them as well, and they're capable for either situation. If you guys are interested in getting one of these for yourselves, be sure to check them out down in the link in the description below. A huge thanks again to Hubsco for sending out these awesome bikes for us to test out. Now, the next product is something that a lot of people do know about if you're in the know with the Jeep community, but if you're not, you probably don't know. And that's going to be a JL Taser. So with the JL Taser, whenever you do things like a lift kit, you add bigger tires, you want to access some different features that you can't on your Jeep Wrangler, that's where the JL Taser comes into play. It's a plug and play module. It's a bypass module where you're not installing any tunes or anything like that. It's actually plugged in up there somewhere, a really simple install, and then you're able to control everything through your factory controls on the steering wheel and your gauges. So it's really simple to use. It gives you access to features like running your high beams with the fog lights on, recalibrating your tire size. It gives you a 0 to 60 timer, gives you a 0 to 30 timer, a winch mode where it raises the RPM. It will allow you to put the Rubicon 392 into two-wheel drive, which is absolutely awesome because the 392s come standard four-wheel drive all the time, so they're always engaged. So with the JL Taser, it allows you to bypass that where you can do some nasty burnouts, have a little bit of fun. There are 1,000 different features, actually 70 different things that you can control and change on the JL Taser Mini. They also make a light version if you just need to do some recalibration stuff or you want to gain access to just a couple features. And I think for the price of only around $300, it's a no-brainer. Now, one thing I know people don't consider often on Amazon is suspension. Now, as you guys saw in one of the previous videos, we installed Rough Country's 3.5-inch lift kit on the Rubicon 392. Now, budget lifts on the 392 have not really been a thing yet, but Rough Country, of course, came in clutch, and for only $1,000, you get a 3.5-inch lift kit with new springs, control arm drop brackets, new drive shaft, all the stuff that you need, different track bars and everything. On the 392, the 3.5-inch kit has been perfect. And the reason I want to bring up lift kits on Amazon is because whenever you get free shipping deals on bigger items like lift kits, wheels, tires, whatever the case may be, it can save you a ton of money. So even though it may be the same price that they're listed for on their actual websites, whenever you get free shipping on those bigger items, it really does help you bring the total cost down. And I really think the Rough Country lift kits, for anybody that's looking for a budget-oriented lift, that is the absolute best solution. They make great stuff, they know what they're doing, they've been doing it for forever, and they're based here out of Tennessee. And while we're on the Rough Country topic, another thing you can do, if you have the steel bumper group from the factory, which a lot of Rubicons, a lot of other trim levels have too, you're going to be able to get the Rough Country mounting plate down here. So you'll see on the inside, I've got the rough country mounting plate for a winch, and for those they're only about 70 bucks, but you can step it up and get the full kit where it includes a fair lead. It includes the actual plate here where I've just got the plastic cut out. They include a metal piece that bolts on right there and looks really good. It's only 140 bucks. Now, since we are talking about the bumper, let's just hit all of the main things on this bumper here. Of course, like I already told you, factory OEM steel bumper. Rocktrek makes an awesome bull bar like you see right here that really matches the powder coating of the factory bumper really well. As you can see, it looks really good, they perform good, and they're super easy to install. I believe this was only like 80 bucks, and it completely changes the look of your vehicle here. For me, the look that I was going for, that little extra bull bar really pulled the whole look together. And I've looked for a ton of different aftermarket models of a front bumper, and I really just can't find one that I like better than this setup. It does everything I need it to do, and it looks as good as I want it to. But moving past the Rocktrek bull bar, I also have an open road winch in here. Now, Open Road has supported the channel a lot throughout the past few years, and they've sent us out winches for all of our vehicles. This is the 13,500 pound winch, and we've already put it through the ringer, and let me tell you, this thing is an absolute unit. It works really well, and it's never left me stranded in any situations. And they make tons of other products too in the off-road recovery world, and I've been really happy with all of them. This winch specifically is under $400 for 13,500 pounds. You can control it wirelessly, and it does come with a synthetic winch. So really all of the main features that you want to see on a winch, it's got them, and they perform well. While I'm throwing in a couple extras here, I just wanted to show you guys, I've ran these grab handles for a long time. A lot of you guys liked them. I actually made a specific video when we actually put these on, and a lot of you have still had questions about them here recently. But from what I can tell, they don't sell these anymore. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on, if they just ran out of them for now. I'll put the link down in the description below. These are the best grab handles that you can get for a JL, a JT, anything like that. They work great, they look great, and they are super solid. I'll put the link on there. Keep an eye out for them if they come back. They're definitely something you should have, but for now they just don't offer them. And that's going to wrap up the video. I hope this gave you some pretty good insight as to some of the awesome accessories and products that you can get on Amazon. I know a lot of people don't consider Amazon for some of the bigger ticket items, but a lot of times you can get the same price, if not a better price, and even free shipping. So if you're buying anything, look on Amazon too. The same seller is going to sell it on there, and you might just get a better deal. If you haven't already, please like, comment, subscribe. Let me know what you think. Let me know what you want to see next. But until then, Godspeed.